An infinite blackness dominates, absolute and unbroken. Suddenly, a cataclysmic explosion of light tears through the void, painting the darkness with searing brilliance. Colors never before seen cascade across the screen, a symphony of unimaginable hues. Raw energy begins to coalesce, swirling and merging into nascent forms. Stars ignite, galaxies spiral into existence, a universe birthing from the chaos. God, a being of pure, radiant energy, commands the cosmos with sweeping, majestic gestures. A solitary blue planet materializes from the swirling cosmic dust, a beacon of life in the infinite void. Oceans surge with unseen life, teeming beneath the sun's golden gaze. Emerald forests explode across continents, a vibrant tapestry woven by nature's hand. A symphony of creatures, great and small, roam freely. Earth, a vibrant paradise unfolds before our eyes. In the radiant Garden of Eden, Adam strides with strength and curiosity, his presence a testament to nascent life. He pauses, marveling at the untouched beauty of his surroundings, a world teeming with vibrant flora and untold potential. Beside him walks Eva, her intelligence and radiance mirroring the garden's splendor, a harmonious balance of mind and spirit. Together, they explore this pristine paradise, their footsteps light upon the unspoiled earth. In the Garden of Eden, vibrant greenery thrives under the sunday. A serpent emerges, its scales shimmering with an unnatural, dark light. The serpent slithers sinuously through the garden, a shadow among the bright flora. It advances towards Eva, its eyes gleaming with cunning intent. The serpent approaches and begins to speak in whispers to Eva. Whispers promises of forbidden knowledge to Eva. The serpent tempts, its voice a silken snare. In the sun-drenched Garden of Eden, the serpent extends, offering a vibrant, tempting red apple. The apple gleams, an irresistible temptation held aloft in the gentle breeze. Eva delicately takes the fruit, its smooth skin cool against her palm. A flicker of hesitation crosses Eva's face as she glances towards Adam. Her eyes reflect a silent conflict, torn between innocence and a newfound curiosity. In the serene Garden of Eden, Eva extends the forbidden apple towards Adam. Adam accepts the fruit, his gaze locked with hers, a silent question passing between them. He bites into the apple, the first taste of knowledge. Realization floods Adam's face, the innocence of paradise lost in a single, fateful bite. The Garden of Eden, once serene, now writhes as trees ignite, their fruit turning to ash. Streams boil and hiss, the clear water replaced by encroaching flames. A storm of fire descends upon Adam and Eve, forcing them back in terror. The ground trembles, signaling their exile as Eden's essence unravels. Under a merciless sun, Adam and Eve wander a desolate landscape, their figures stark against the barren earth. Dust devils dance across the cracked ground, mirroring the turmoil in their weary hearts. Their clothes, once vibrant, are now tattered remnants of a forgotten paradise. Hope flickers in Eve's eyes as she scans the horizon, searching for any sign of respite. Adam's face is etched with the harsh realities of their new existence, a constant struggle etched in every line. In this unforgiving world, their bond is tested, their resilience pushed to its absolute limit. Under the scorching sun, Cain's face twists with envy as he marches across the open field. He approaches Abel, his younger brother, the air thick with unspoken resentment. Cain's fists clench and unclench, a storm of anger brewing just beneath the surface. The tension between the brothers is palpable, a silent prelude to conflict in the bright, unforgiving light. In a wide open field, Cain raises his hand, a shadow of rage contorting his face. A brutal strike lands, the sound echoing in the stillness. Abel crumples to the ground, his fall heavy with finality. Silence descends, broken only by the whisper of wind across the field, a stark testament to the irreversible act. Crimson blood spills onto the verdant field, a stain marring the perfection of creation. The earth drinks deeply, the vibrant green slowly surrendering to the encroaching red. Cain stands, a solitary figure marked by an unseen hand, the brand of his sin searing his soul. The weight of his transgression settles upon him, a palpable burden shaping his posture. He is cast out, banished from the light and grace of the world he once knew. A desolate figure against the vast expanse, Cain walks into the unknown, forever bearing the mark of his deed. A sweeping panorama reveals a world scarred by wickedness and decay. From the heavens, God's gaze descends, his face marked with profound sorrow. The weight of a suffering world etches deeper lines of grief upon his divine features. A silent lament hangs in the air, a testament to the fallen grace of creation. Under the vast sky, Noah, a man of unwavering faith, sets forth to build a colossal ark. His eyes reflect divine purpose, and his strong hands grasp the hammer with resolve. Each strike echoes through the valley as he shapes the wood, a symphony of creation resonating against the stillness of the land. With each plank laid and beam secured, the ark rises, a testament to his unwavering obedience and a beacon of hope amidst a world doomed to flood. The enormity of the task before him does not deter him, for he knows he is guided by a higher power, his movements precise and purposeful. A grand procession unfolds as creatures of every kind approach the colossal ark, their forms silhouetted against the bright, clear sky. Two by two, they enter the ark, a diverse tapestry of life seeking refuge from an unseen threat. The atmosphere shifts, the sky begins to darken with an ominous weight, casting long dramatic shadows across the landscape. The last of the animals disappear into the ark's massive entrance, leaving the world outside vulnerable to the approaching storm. A sense of foreboding descends as the ark stands alone, a beacon of hope against the increasingly menacing sky. Under a sky growing heavy with dread, the first drops of rain begin their descent. The rain intensifies into a relentless downpour, each drop a hammer blow against the earth. Day and night blur as the skies weep for 40 days, the deluge unceasing. Rivers swell, bursting their banks as the world begins to drown under the endless rain. Raging floodwaters engulf the land, a churning sea where once stood cities and forests. The world is submerged, a testament to nature's overwhelming power. Amidst the raging storm, Noah and his family huddle together deep within the ark's wooden embrace. The ark creaks and groans under the relentless assault of the storm, a symphony of survival against nature's fury. The sounds of the storm mix with the cries of the animals, a chorus of desperation and fear echoing through the confined space. Each member of Noah's family clings to hope, their faces etched with a mixture of anxiety and unwavering faith. The ark remains a solitary beacon of life, a testament to resilience against the overwhelming power of the flood. The floodwaters begin their slow retreat, unveiling the towering peak of Mount Ararat. Emerging from the receding waters, the massive ark, a testament to survival, finds its resting place on the mountain's summit. Sunlight bathes the glistening landscape as a new world is born from the depths of the deluge. The colossal wooden vessel settles firmly, a beacon of hope against the backdrop of a cleansed world. Tranquility descends as the ark rests, its journey complete, promising a new beginning. The world, reborn and radiant, stretches out before them, awaiting the renewal of life. A vibrant rainbow bursts across the vast sky, a promise of renewal painted in brilliant colors. The ark stretches from horizon to horizon, a luminous bridge connecting earth and sky. Each color pulses with radiant light, an ethereal symbol of hope and divine promise. The covenant between God and humanity is emblazoned in the heavens, a breathtaking spectacle of faith and beauty. Under the relentless desert sun, Abraham's tent stands as a solitary beacon. Abraham, etched with the passage of time, stands in quiet contemplation, an unseen force permeating the air around him. A divine presence envelops him, the weight of destiny settling upon his aged shoulders. Narration. Abraham receives a divine calling. Narration. He must leave his homeland and journey to a new land. Under the relentless desert sun, Abraham and Sarah journey onward, their figures small against the vast, unforgiving landscape. Dust devils dance around their worn sandals as they traverse the seemingly endless expanse of sand and rock. Abraham's weathered face, etched with the trials of time, remains resolute, his gaze fixed on the distant horizon. Sarah, though weary, walks with unwavering faith, her eyes reflecting a deep inner strength despite the harsh conditions. The wind whispers secrets across the dunes, carrying tales of survival and hope in this desolate realm. Their steadfast commitment to their journey shines brighter than the sun, an inspiring beacon in the barren wilderness. Under the soft desert moonlight, Abraham's tent stands as a solitary beacon in the vast night. Sarah's laughter dances on the cool night air, a melody of joy that defies the silent expanse. Abraham watches her, his eyes reflecting the moonlight, a deep well of conflicted emotions swirling within. Hope and disbelief wrestle across his aged features as he beholds the impossible joy before him. Under the vast desert sky, a tent stands as a beacon of hope. The miracle unfolds. Isaac is born, his tiny cries echoing through the stillness. Abraham, his face etched with disbelief and joy, gazes upon his son. Sarah, her eyes brimming with tears of gratitude, cradles the child close. A moment of pure, unadulterated joy washes over them, a testament to faith and love. On the shimmering surface of the Nile, a small papyrus basket drifts, cradling baby Moses in swaddling clothes under the relentless Sunday. Pharaoh's daughter approaches the riverbank, her silhouette framed by the shimmering heat and followed by her handmaidens. Her eyes catch sight of the floating basket, an unexpected discovery amidst the flowing waters. With a regal gesture, she signals her handmaidens to retrieve the mysterious vessel from the river's gentle grasp. Inside the opulent Pharaoh's palace, Moses navigates the resplendent halls, a figure of privilege and promise. Days are spent deciphering the intricate hieroglyphs, symbols of power and ancient wisdom. The thunder of hooves echoes as Moses masters the art of chariot riding, a skill befitting royalty. Unbeknownst to him, the weight of a hidden heritage lingers, a secret destiny yet to be unveiled. Oblivious to his Hebrew roots, Moses basks in the golden glow of Egyptian favor, unaware of the storm gathering on the horizon. Beneath the relentless Egyptian sun, a panorama of suffering unfolds as Israelite slaves toil tirelessly. Whips crack like thunder, their echoes mingling with the moans of exhaustion and despair. Dust hangs heavy in the air, a suffocating blanket over the scene of forced labor. Moses watches from a distance, his face a mask of profound sorrow and growing resolve. The weight of his people's plight etches deeper lines into his face, fueling a silent promise of liberation. Under the blazing Egyptian sun, Moses stands firm, his staff a stark symbol against the golden sands. His voice resonates across the arid landscape, each word carrying the weight of his people's suffering. Release my people. Upon his opulent throne, Pharaoh is a vision of unyielding power, draped in gold that glints cruelly in the sunlight. His face hardens into a mask of cold disdain, revealing no mercy or compassion. The air crackles with defiance as Pharaoh's chilling decree echoes, "I will not." Under the relentless Egyptian sun, the land bears witness to divine wrath. Once fertile fields now lie scarred and barren, a testament to the devastating plagues. Suffering blankets the land, etching deep lines of despair onto the faces of its people. The air itself seems to groan under the weight of the unfolding catastrophe. Under the blazing sun, Moses guides the Israelites toward the shimmering expanse of the Red Sea, their faces reflecting a mix of hope and weariness. The vast sea stretches before them, an uncertain path to freedom. A growing cloud of dust billows ominously on the horizon behind them, a stark warning of Pharaoh's relentless pursuit. Each step forward is shadowed by the looming threat of the approaching army. The Red Sea reflects the hope and fear etched on their faces, a gateway to salvation or a watery grave. Under the blazing sun, the Red Sea parts with tremendous force, creating colossal watery cliffs that stretch towards the sky. A pathway of dry land emerges from the depths, offering salvation as the Israelites begin their desperate crossing. The Egyptian army, in relentless pursuit, charges into the narrow corridor, unaware of the impending doom. The towering walls of water tremble, poised to unleash their devastating power upon the invaders. With a thunderous roar, the Red Sea collapses, swallowing the Egyptian army in a swirling vortex of destruction, their cries silenced beneath the waves. Moses begins his arduous climb up Mount Sinai, a solitary figure against the mountain's imposing form. The mountain trembles with unseen power, the ground vibrating beneath his feet. Thick, ominous smoke billows from the peak, obscuring the summit in a veil of mystery and dread. Thunder reverberates through the valleys, each echoing boom intensifying the divine spectacle. The sky darkens ominously, casting long, foreboding shadows across the sacred landscape. Moses descends from Mount Sinai, a solitary figure against the vast, open sky. He clutches the heavy stone tablets, symbols of divine law and human destiny. Sunlight catches the smooth surface of the stone, highlighting the carved commandments. A code of conduct, etched in stone, promises guidance and order for humanity. In the valley of Elah, a young shepherd named David stands firm, his eyes locked onto the giant before him. The wind whispers secrets through the valley, carrying the scent of grass and impending battle. David's grip tightens on his sling, the leather worn smooth with use. A single stone rests in the pouch, a silent promise against the towering Goliath. In the valley of Elah, David, with unwavering resolve, slings the stone with every ounce of his being. The projectile hurtles through the air, finding its mark with deadly accuracy. Goliath, the seemingly invincible giant, reels from the impact, his eyes widening in disbelief and agony. The earth trembles as the colossal warrior begins his descent, his immense frame wavering. With a deafening crash that echoes across the valley, Goliath collapses, his reign of terror brought to an abrupt and decisive end. In Jerusalem, the sun blazes upon the newly crowned David as he stands tall, a beacon of strength and justice. The golden crown gleams, a symbol of his authority and the weight of his responsibilities. Below him, a sea of faces erupts in cheers, celebrating their courageous leader. David's gaze sweeps over the jubilant crowd, his eyes reflecting a fierce determination to guide his people. In the quiet of a Bethlehem stable, soft straw lines a humble manger. Newborn Jesus sleeps peacefully, a serene expression on his face. A celestial star blazes in the night sky, its radiant light pouring through the stable's entrance. The light bathes the scene in a divine glow, highlighting the tender moment. Peace and hope fill the air as the world awaits the dawn of a new era. Under the radiant sun of Galilee, Jesus walks among the hopeful, a figure of serenity and profound empathy. His touch, a miracle, restores sight to the blind, strength to the crippled, and steadiness to trembling hands. Baskets are filled to overflowing as loaves and fishes multiply, a divine bounty for the hungry masses. His voice, imbued with warmth and power, echoes across the hills, preaching love, forgiveness, and the promise of salvation. On the shores of Galilee, Jesus stands bathed in the golden sunlight, his presence commanding and serene. The clear waters reflect the hopeful sky as he gathers his disciples, a humble group of ordinary men. Their faces, etched with the stories of simple lives, turn towards him, reflecting curiosity and a nascent faith. A profound moment hangs in the air as the promise of something extraordinary dawns on the shores of Galilee. Flickering candlelight casts long, dancing shadows across the upper room, where unspoken tension fills every corner. At a long, wooden table, Jesus sits among his disciples, their faces illuminated by the soft, wavering light. The air hangs heavy, thick, with a sense of foreboding that settles upon them all. Jesus breaks the silence, his voice resonating with a profound sadness. "Truly I tell you," he says, his words like a stone dropped into a still pond. "One of you will betray me," he declares, and the candlelight seems to dim, mirroring the darkness that threatens to engulf them. Under the tranquil, starlit sky of the Garden of Gethsemane, a profound sense of solitude settles. Jesus kneels, his figure silhouetted against the ancient olive trees, a portrait of deep sorrow. The air is thick with the weight of his anguish, an unspoken burden pressing down on the serene garden. His face, etched with torment, reflects the immense struggle with his impending fate. A palpable tension fills the sacred space as he grapples with the destiny laid before him. The garden watches in silent reverence as the night deepens around the kneeling figure. Under the fierce Jerusalem sun, Jesus is seized, his face a mask of serene acceptance amidst the chaos. The crowd surges, a sea of faces contorted with anger and betrayal as they drag Jesus towards judgment. Bound and vulnerable, Jesus is presented before Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor's gaze cold and assessing. The weight of destiny hangs heavy as Pilate regards the man accused, the fate of a world teetering in the balance. Under the relentless sun, Jesus hangs on the cross, the crown of thorns a cruel mockery against his brow. A hush descends upon Jerusalem as the crowd gathers, their faces etched with a mixture of sorrow and dread. His body slumps, the weight of the world pressing down. A final, ragged breath escapes his lips, and silence blankets the parched earth. Inside the tomb, Jesus lies still, wrapped in burial cloths, the scent of myrrh and frankincense thick in the heavy air. The rough-hewn stone entrance looms, a dark void against the dim light. A massive, circular stone seals the tomb, its cold surface reflecting the faint light. Silence pervades the chamber, broken only by the imagined echoes of ancient rituals. An air of solemnity and finality hangs over the scene, the weight of expectation palpable. A blinding light fills the tomb as an angel descends, its form radiating celestial power. With effortless grace, the angel rolls away the massive stone, blocking the tomb's entrance, revealing the darkness within. The tomb is empty, a stark testament to the miracle that has occurred. Sunlight streams into the tomb, illuminating the undisturbed burial wrappings on the cold stone slab. An eerie silence hangs in the air, broken only by the distant sound of wind whistling through the ancient stones. The angel's presence lingers, a divine echo in the emptiness, promising hope and renewal. Bathed in the radiant, golden sunlight, Jerusalem stirs, a city steeped in ancient history and hushed anticipation. A figure emerges, hope made manifest as Jesus appears, his presence a beacon against the aged stones. His eyes, pools of serene strength, meet the gaze of his disciples. Resilience emanates from him, a silent promise etched in the lines of his face. The air thickens with unspoken words, faith and destiny hanging in the balance under the watchful Sunday. A blinding light erupts over Jerusalem, signaling the extraordinary ascent of Jesus into the heavens. His form ascends, gradually dissolving into the radiant sky, leaving behind only the faintest trace. A gentle breeze stirs the ancient olive trees, their leaves whispering in reverence. The air shimmers with a profound sense of awe and wonder, touching every soul present. His voice echoes through the heavens, a promise resonating with divine power. I will return. Across sun-drenched hills, disciples journey, their footsteps echoing the promise of a new dawn. Their voices, filled with unwavering conviction, carry the teachings of Jesus across the land. In humble gatherings beneath the open sky, they sow the seeds of what will become the Christian church. Each small assembly radiates with fervent belief, a beacon of hope in a world yearning for guidance. Their faces, etched with determination, reflect the profound impact of their spiritual mission. Hope shines in their eyes, a testament to their faith and the transformative power of their cause. Sunlight streams through the stained glass, painting the ancient cathedral in a mosaic of vibrant colors. Centuries of whispered prayers and solemn hymns linger in the air, heavy with the weight of history. Each stone seems to breathe with tales of faith and devotion, a testament to generations past. Echoes of biblical stories reverberate through the hallowed halls, each retelling a brushstroke on an ever-evolving canvas. Sunlight filters through the stained glass windows of the church, casting kaleidoscopic patterns on the ancient stone floor. Dust motes dance in the golden light, each a tiny beacon in the vast, silent space. The pews are filled with faces turned upward, a diverse congregation united in a shared moment of reflection. Rosaries gleam softly in trembling hands, while worn Bibles rest open on laps, their pages whispering stories of faith. Hope and devotion mingle in the air, a palpable sense of solace permeating the hallowed walls of the church. Across the world, sunlight bathes ancient cathedrals and modern cityscapes alike. Children gather in classrooms, learning stories of faith and morality. In bustling marketplaces, merchants haggle, guided by principles of fairness and honesty. Families gather around tables, sharing meals and blessings, bound by traditions passed down through generations. Doctors and nurses work tirelessly in hospitals, offering comfort and healing inspired by compassion and service. Artists and musicians create works of beauty and inspiration, reflecting the profound spiritual themes of the Bible. The camera begins its ascent, revealing an expansive, limitless sky. Radiant light floods the heavens, a beacon of hope illuminating the endless expanse. Echoes of ancient stories resonate, whispers of faith carried on the wind. The sky transforms into a canvas, painted with the promise of boundless possibilities. A timeless source of inspiration unfurls, its light touching all below. The heavens declare an unwavering faith, a testament to the enduring power of belief.